Shalom Yashrala. I'm going to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai and double honors to our elders of GMS. This one, I'm just going to talk about what the Bible says about equality. I mean, we're coming up to the 50th anniversary of that Martin Luther King speech that apparently did so great. I mean, the other day, the elder made a video, and always making videos, but in the video they said that we was better separated when we came together. You know, we started getting diseases, all of this dodginess started happening to us. You know, Tulsa, Oklahoma, you know, we was doing our own thing, and we were not supposed to be prospering in this society, but in that period of time there was a bit of prosperity going on. But then come equal rights, we're all doing things together now, and shit went down. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to start with racial equality, because everyone used like saying, oh yeah, we should all come together, you know, we should all love each other, as Martin Luther King tried to say. So it's Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord to thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the earth, upon the face of the earth, sorry. That does not sound anything like equality to me. I mean, what it says, if one nation of people is above another nation of people, then what does that mean? Does that mean that they're the same thing? Does it say that these people are the same at the same place? No, it doesn't. It specifically says that these are different people. And let's see what else the Lord has to say about the other nations. It's Isaiah 14:15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. And behold, he taketh up the isle as a very little thing. And you see it in the points mainly here. You know, if you drop a drop out of a bucket and you're carrying water, that drop doesn't mean anything in comparison to the rest of the water that you have. You know, I'll jump down to verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. And the worst of those are the Edomites. You know, if you read Obadiah, they're the only nation that is going to be completely destroyed. You know, and then next bit on equality I'm going to talk about is sexual equality. I mean, I was thinking about it. The household got destroyed as soon as they gave women rights. They stopped thinking that they needed a man. Back in the day, they didn't need, if they didn't have a man in their life, they were fucked, they were screwed. But as soon as you gave women rights, they were like, oh yeah, I'm independent this, I'm independent that. And the whole independent movement was started by these white women. But the thing is, they clocked on quickly that actually, no, I can't do this on my own, I need a man in my life. But no, the nigga woman was just like, nah, I'm independent. Majority of the kids of single mothers, they are fucked up. Talking about independent. This is Numbers 30 and start from 2. If a man vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. If a woman also vow unto the Lord, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vow shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth, not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand, and the Lord shall forgive her, because her father disallowed her. And if she had at all an husband, when she vowed or uttered aught out of her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vow shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her a vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and the Lord shall forgive her. That's purely showing you that the man is in full control of the situation. You know, If a man vows a vow, then it stands no matter what. However, if a woman vows a vow, her father, basically the controlling male in her life, has the choice whether to disallow this vow or not. And for all of you suckers there, that's the Old Testament. That's the Old Testament. Let's jump to the New Testament. Start from 1 Corinthians 11 and what is this? What am I looking for? I'll start from 2. Yeah. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ, of the and the head of Yahweh Shai is the Most High. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoureth his head, which is why whenever you see, and for you younger brothers that are coming into the truth and you watch brothers on the streets, you see that their heads are uncovered, or they'll be wearing something and the middle of it will be uncovered. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoureth her head, for that is even all one as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and the glory of the Most High, but the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. You know, that's plain to me. Yeah, it's straight to the point. Don't really have to talk about that one. This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. Now, if you're in any situation and one group of people are allowed to do something and the other group isn't, then that means that one group is above the other. This here is not equality. And 1 Timothy 2 and 2. Am I starting from 2? No, I was further down. Okay, I'll start from 8. 1 Timothy 2 and 8. I will therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Now this is all you know, when you go to these big shopping areas, all you see is shops for women. You know, if you want a top, you know, and let's say in here in what you call it, in London, you know, the other day I needed to get some stuff for work. So there I thought, yeah, maybe if I go to this place, there'll be a big section for men, so I can actually buy something that I can wear to work, and that ain't too expensive. Because, you know, anything to do with men, it's bloody expensive. But these women, you know, you'll be walking past shops, dresses for £5. You know, and these dresses, they're not even dresses, they're more or less lingerie. And that's what it says, adorn yourself in modest apparel. And then these women will come to you and say, oh, why are you looking at my breasts? If your breasts are hanging out, that's these evangelical women from these evangelical churches do the same thing as well. They then try accusing you of being a sinner, when if it's all in your face, you know, it's like, how can I, it's men, when are men in it, we're gonna look. But if you cover it for yourself, then that's a different story. Let me carry on. But which becometh women professing godliness with good works? Let the woman learn in let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but to suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority of the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. Look at that. That's plain. And the last bit on this equality thing I'm going to do, it's like, you know, I'm watching Russia today, and literally every day for the last month or so, almost from the beginning of the games out there in Russia, you know, all I've been hearing is LGBT rights. And for those that don't know, that's lesbians, gay, bisexual and transsexual rights. Well, that's wickedness. That's absolute folly. And this is what the Bible has to say. If a man also loveth mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. It doesn't say anything about we have to give you rights. You know, the way the Russians are doing it, they're saying you're not allowed to teach children about you shouldn't what is it, gay propaganda. Well, really and truly, they shouldn't be alive anyway. And you know, you hear cases of that going on in places like Russia where I remember it was on the news, some kid got killed because apparently he made a gay joke, as in like he said he was gay or something like that. That's what his dad was saying, because obviously no dad wants to admit that their son is gay. But the bottom line is that he was killed for being gay, and that's totally to do with Bible. You know, and people try to say, oh, but what about when blacks were in slavery? Wouldn't you have wanted equal rights? I mean, we was in slavery, one, because of fulfilling prophecy, and another thing, slavery ain't over. You know, you see you walking up and down, and you see the way these crackers look at you. You know they're not. They know they don't like you. Don't let them deceive you. You know, you'll be talking to these females, and you'll be like, nah, I can't bring a black guy home. You know, I know people. You know, like I can't bring the black guy home. It's because these people don't like you. This is Romans 1:26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. This is talking about these homosexuals. I'm just going to look up this word. Where is it? Because also natural women burnt in their own lust, men working that which is unseemly. Look at that. Look what that word means. Unseemliness. An unseemly deed of woman's genitals, of one's nakedness, shame. Now let's read that in context. And likewise also, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their own lusts, men working that which is of one's nakedness. You know, this is just basically talking about the way these homosexuals do what they do. But you know, it's meant to be just a quick session. You know, there ain't no equality. The Bible doesn't talk of equality. Anyone that tells you it does is lying to you. Never does it say that. I mean, people often say, you guys are racist. Well, God is racist, as we read right from the beginning in Deuteronomy and Isaiah. You know, we're not supposed to be putting these women in high esteem, because they're not supposed to be in high esteem. The man runs things here, not the woman. Doesn't work that way around. That's folly. That's wickedness. Because you've seen how these women get as soon as they get a bit of power. But you know, it's just meant to be a quick session. Shalom.